What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. In today's fundamentals video, we're covering the double ankle sweep from closed guard bottom. All right, guys, so we're in closed guard bottom, and we're gonna be talking about the double ankle sweep. So a lot of times what'll happen is my partner will be in closed guard top, and he'll be getting his sleeve grip so that when he stands up, he has control over my arm. So he goes to stand up, and as he stands up, go ahead, right? I've gotta make sure that I break this grip. He's gonna let go of my collars because he needs to push on my knees. So I reach over, cup the hand, break the grip, and in this moment, I want to open my guard before he has a chance to force my guard open and predict my movement, right? So before he breaks it, I open and I grab the back of his ankles. He almost fell here, but it's important to note that if I keep my legs wide like this, he can drop back into closed guard, and I don't want that to happen. So I keep my knees pinched, my feet are hooking his hips, and I use the back of my calves to finish the sweep. I knock him onto his butt, and from here, right, if I just try to rush to the top, there's a lot of things that can happen. There's a lot of scramble and a lot of chaos that can take place that I don't know for sure where I'm gonna end up. So from here, I keep control of the feet so that he can't get back up. My top leg, because there's no weight on it, I'm gonna pummel and get a butterfly hook in his knee. Using that butterfly hook, I'm gonna open his legs to the other side. Now I can pull my opposite foot free and get a double butterfly hook. These butterfly hooks control his rotation, which allow me to sit up on my hips. If I keep control of his feet the whole time, he can't get on top, right? So from here, I lean back so that his toes don't get caught on my armpits, get his feet in the air, and I'm gonna push his legs up so that I can cross my ankles, lean forward, and usually come up into my double underpass. The goal of this sweep, the way of coming up in this way, is to make sure that I have control the whole time and there's no option for my partner or my opponent to scramble and change his position. So from this position right here, when I go to sweep Byron, if I come straight up, this is the scramble that happens, right? So I push him, I go for my sweep, and instead of holding onto the legs and making it so that I can do all of this without, limiting his movement, I try to rush and push off the mat. Yeah, exactly. And there's things that can happen here. There's things that I can do to make this less likely. But as soon as we get to this position, it's a battle of his stiff arm versus my arm right here. And a lot of times, especially if you're smaller than your partner, you lose that battle and you end up back in closed guard, and I have to go over and start from the beginning. So not ideal to try and force my way on top and beat them in that position. It's better to keep control of the legs. The other problem that people run into from the double ankle sweep is I already swept my opponent here. He landed on his hips, and this kind of goes hand in hand with rushing to get on top, right? If I let go of both of his feet here, all Byron has to do is shrimp and get to his knees. And because he is in a better position here, I'm not gonna be able to settle this sweep. My feet are higher than his feet, and he's beating me now. So I try to come up, and same problem, I end up in closed guard bottom. So it's important that I keep control of his legs the entire time while I pummel my feet, get my feet on the inside, and use that to come up without giving him the ability to beat me in that race. Another question that people have in the double ankle sweep is after I've knocked him to his hips, people get concerned about their ankle, right? You can see Byron is already attacking this foot kind of, or he's not attacking it, but he's hugging it. There's no way for Byron to really force a submission here because he doesn't have control over my hips. I've got control of his legs, right? My goal is to get my feet on the inside. If Byron was to somehow switch the position to 50-50, this is bad for me, right? But I don't have to worry about the ankle lock as long as he doesn't have any control or pressure on my hips or my legs. So same thing, pummel right here. Look, I can't pull this leg out anyways because his weight is on it, but I'm gonna swivel to the other side, getting that leg light, and now I can just kind of fight, and this is gonna be a battle to just try and pull my leg out, but I'll pummel it and we get back to our starting position. But the base point is I'm not worried about an ankle lock there because he doesn't have any control over my hips. Another issue or problem that people have when they do this sweep is instead of hooking on the outside of the ankles like this, they'll hook on the inside of the ankles. And you'd think, okay, it's doing the same thing. I'm still blocking his feet, right? The problem is when you go under like this, you have the tendency to pull yourself underneath your partner. And if you mess up here and Byron leans forward, sometimes what can happen is he can pressure my neck and this makes it really hard for me to do anything. He's actually gonna win here. So I can't hook under the legs because I don't want to scoop myself underneath them. I want to make sure that my shoulders are back and my legs are forward. So when I sweep, I've just got the outside of his ankles. I'm just blocking his tripod or his base essentially and ensuring that he falls backwards instead of forwards over my neck. There you have it, guys. Double ankle sweep from closed guard bottom. If you found this video useful in any way, don't forget to like the video and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Stay consistent, go train.